How you doing? It's Martin here from Soul Trail. Just decided to come up to the local woods. It is so calm today. It's really beautiful. But I'm just fresh off a multi-day trip to Iceland. So this is my pack that I brought. It's the Osprey Exo 48 litre pack. I have this a few years now and unbelievable. I might do an actual separate review on this because I have no idea how they got this to be the weight that it is and to be as strong as it can be. It's unbelievable. So far 48 litres seems to be what I need. In saying that, I saw a video recently from Rambling On, Jason. He went hiking and camping with a 20 litre pack. I don't know how he did it, but yeah, it's worth checking out because I don't know how I can get anything less in this. I suppose it was a multi-day pack, but anyway, let's just go through what I brought. We'll start with the front pocket. This won't be in order of the way I originally packed it, for the simple reason is a lot of stuff moves around from when you start, and plus at the airport I was throwing everything into it, so I'll take it out as I see it. Okay, we'll start with the front. This is the Helium solar power power bank. It actually is quite good and it's cheap. It's only an Amazon cheap one. It's 25,000 milliamps, so it will recharge your phone maybe 4 or 5 times before you need to power it up, and there's a very handy light on the back of it. So for camping, if you were bringing it, that's one less light that you have to bring with you. This actually bloody worked, but you do need direct sunlight in it. I'll do a test with this one day in good weather, and I'll see how long it takes to actually fully charge. But one day it fully charged back up for me from 2 bars. So anyway, that's that. All the details of everything I have is going to be in the description anyway. So that is my power bank, which worked very well. So on the outside of the bag, I used to always hang my surf shoes, very handy for river crossings. So the front pocket, this is my rain jacket that I have had for way too long. It's amazing, but the back of it is majorly wearing out from all the backpack rubbing on it. Still waterproof though, but this is my Rab Downpour Plus jacket. Not going to upgrade yet, but I love the fact this has pit zips. I love saying that, pit zips. But very light, and I have to admit Rab have the best hood system I've ever seen in a jacket. Yeah, again, I might do a separate review on that because it deserves it. Like, I've been wearing this for probably 3 years now and it hasn't let me down, so that's that. These are my Gaiters. Weirdly enough, I didn't wear them over there, and I think when I was finished I was there going, oh, it's an extra weight that I didn't need. But I think I didn't wear them because we were blessed with the weather. But these are my black crystal. I have them ages, but I love them. They're so, like, they're wearing away. There's holes in them and everything, but I'm actually going to get another pair of the exact same ones because they fit well. They have very strong material at the bottom and very soft on top. But yeah, Gaiters, would I bring them? Yes, I would, I think, on the next trip. Even if I don't use them, they're so handy. We thought we'd need them for the snowfields, but we didn't. So these are my Berghaus rain pants. I actually didn't wear them either, but in saying that, there's a hydro shell in them. This is my second pair of them. The original pair I bought for €110. I managed to get them for €41. They're incredible. But these, yeah, if I'm on my second pair, you know Berghaus are doing something right with them. So okay, nothing else in the front. So in the side, what I have, so this is the H&S wind blocker. I'm actually going to do a video on this soon, for the simple reason is you can buy them for very cheap and they're about that long, but you can modify them to suit whatever system that you have. Look, I'll do a video on it because I think when you buy one of these you can get about 3 wind blockers out of them. I'll explain when I do it. I hold a lot more in the side pouches, but just for the flight I threw everything in. So let's go to the top of the bag. So starting off, my TREKOLOGY pillow. I have this for ages. I was using a different pillow and I decided to bring this one because it was lighter, and by God did it work for me. I slept so well on this, so I'm bloody delighted with that. Yeah, so that's that. My BeFree, it's my water filter. It's, yeah, always come in very handy. It's Katadyn it's made, but it's just very handy on the go water filter, and I've used this a few times. The filter is actually inside. I did a review on this one, but it's just handy to have no matter what day you're doing hiking, because you can get water from anywhere, so well worth having. It's my Soto Thermostack. I did a review on this. It's a brilliant cook system, and I brought with my Soto Windmaster with me. It performed so well in the cold, and my my titanium spork is inside that as well. So yeah, that's them. So my toilet. This is my just an old peanut butter jar that I use inside the tent for emergencies, and I put duct tape around it. So the duct tape I can always use for something, for anything. And actually there was a few people that ripped their tents while I was on the trail, and gave them some of this and it stitched them back together. Perfect. So yeah, you didn't really need to see that. Okay, these are... One thing I always have on me at all times when I'm hiking is I had an awful problem with my tendonitis and my Achilles. So I started wearing these, and I wear them all year round, so like it's more of a prevention measure, but this bloody works for me. So if there's anyone out there that has problems with their ankles or tendonitis or anything like that, wear these underneath your socks. Amazing. Okay, this is my Therm-a-Rest, my NeoAir. As always, this performed brilliant. I did a review on this one already. So next, it's my amazing Vango Helium 1. I was so surprised with this tent. It was the first time I actually used it, was on a multi-day trip, and in Iceland. It performed so well. It only weighs 1.2 kilograms, and yeah, after all the tents that I've had so far, I'm actually blown away by this, and it deserves a gear review, so I will be doing one on that. This is just a cheap and cheerful Mountain Warehouse water bag. If I needed to bring more water to the site, never needed to use it. Just handy to have. There's my Montane Terra pants. Love them. Don't love the smell of them, but I love them. So this is my Montane Flight. It's the Montane Flight jacket, which means it's the down jacket, but it has the air vents in the side of it, so you could use this for hiking. You're not going to sweat as much. If you have a full down jacket on while hiking, you're going to sweat bad. So I brought this one. It weighs nothing, but I love Montane products. They're very good, but the Flight has the air vents in the side of it, so that's what I love. I actually brought two. There's my second one. So this was for around the camps, just full down. Like, they weigh practically the same, but they have two different purposes, but they weigh nothing. They pack up so small, and I love them. I absolutely love them. Clothes, more clothes. Don't have to worry about them. Just t-shirts and stuff. Extra fleeces. I'll write down in the description what I actually brought. More. Well, these are jocks. I'm gonna hide them. Hats. This is my very handy drone bag. I'm very impressed with that. And you know what? If you were doing a short hike, you could just bring that with you. It's waterproof, and you could throw a few bits and pieces in it. Very handy. We're nearly at the end. Toilet paper and bags, and sanitizer for emergencies. Very handy mittens. I had an awful problem with my fingers getting really cold, so these mittens with the full cover, They're mainly for the campsite. I wouldn't hike with these, but yeah, they're a bit of weight to them, but I brought them and by God that I used them. I was delighted I did. So that's them. Now, this is my Sea to Summit. My active AC is the 750 Loft. One of my favourite sleeping bags I have ever bought. I went through a good few of them, but I can't see myself moving away from this for a long time. It suits the way I sleep. I don't like mummy bags at all. I like square bags. This is a square bag, and it's actually, do you know what? I'll do a gear review on this because it deserves it. It's a brilliant system, because anyone who has hot feet, not sexy feet, but hot feet, there's a zip at the bottom. You can just throw your feet out. So yeah, that's perfect. And it weighs like 700 grams. And it goes down to -10 or -15, something like that. I'll do a review on it because it deserves it. Yeah, love this. Okay, let's go to the very top. This hat, I got this hat ages ago. Light as a feather, quick drying. I got this in Decathlon, and one thing I do love about it, it has a pull cord at the back, so you can strap it tight to your head in really I suppose windy conditions. But the sun, it's a sun hat. Love that. Quite cheap as well. This is my first aid. So this is first aid, tablets, anti-inflammatories, just stuff for my feet. Just literally, I made my own one instead of buying the one that you can get in the shop with all the gear in it. So yeah, and my water filter tablets, everything is in here. It's just a very handy and lighter system with everything, because the generic one that you buy in the shop has a lot of stuff, but it hasn't got all what you need. So that's my first aid. These amazing things. These are my silicone earplugs. God almighty, they're brilliant, and they really block out the noise. So came in very handy. Maybe that's why I slept so well. It was my first time using them. My torch, very handy. Still powering it. Didn't use it much, being totally honest. We didn't really need to, because it was bright. But yeah, it's just a cheap and cheerful one. It has you can flash your hand in front of it, the light will come on and off. But being honest, it's a stupid feature, because anything that you go past, the light goes off. Anyway, they're cheap and cheerful. Now you get 2 of them for like €8 or something. But anyway, that's them. On every camp, have a black bag. So bring whatever you need into your tent, and then you can bring your bag, put your bag into the vestibule, put it into the black bag. You never have to worry about it getting soaked or wet or anything, and that weighs nothing. So always have a black bag with you. Extra phone bags, just in case it was raining. Didn't need them. That's my waterproof cover on the outside. I actually used this as my cover for my bag when it was in my vestibule, and I let that take all the rain, which is good. This is my gas canister. In gas canisters, they don't really perform well in cold weather. It's my gas canister cover. I didn't use it. This is my Mozzie net, which I didn't use. It was too cold, but I had it with me anyway. Very handy. Being totally honest, I could put it on right now because I'm getting eaten alive. But you wouldn't see my face. But this is just the trespass one. Always have it in your bag. And this, 2 tiny little towels. Very handy. One for washing yourself, and I use this one for drying my cutlery. And they're quick drying, so you could leave them open and hang at the back of your bag when you're hiking, and they dry off in no time. So yeah, they're very handy. Yes, I did wash myself, while you're asking that question. Okay, this is my eTrex 20. Adore it. Brought it. It is heavy. I didn't use it. I used it once, but I have Iceland on this and all European maps. So being totally honest, I'd still bring it again, because we were lucky with the weather. And if you're lucky with the weather and there's good ways, there's good signage for the direction you're going, you're absolutely fine. But if you're caught in a blizzard or anything like that, this will save your life. So besides that, just 2 batteries. Okay, and finally, underneath here, more snoods. my hiking gloves. Yeah, just handy ones. They really are, nice and light. And finally, two things. This, my sponge, and I have this sponge inside for washing my utilities. And then this is my deodorants, toothbrush. What I did is, instead of carrying big ones, I bought like plastic tubs and did everything. See? Everything that you need made lighter. And my mother bought me a very, very light bamboo toothbrush. Very handy and very light. So then, God, I smelled like an old man. I had Old Spice with me. And you know what? It's not because of the smell. It was because of the weight. So sad, I know. What I just spotted is midgie repellent. So now it's going on right now because I'm being eaten alive. And then this, it's a 50 to 70 litre medium size Osprey bag. Very, very handy. What I often did is I took this into my tent with me, with everything that you need. So as long as you're keeping certain amount of things dry, always have dry clothes. So yeah, that's my full pack out for my trip. And it stays the same for a lot of multi-day trips, or it probably stays the very same for just one overnight. Depends. I'll leave a few things out. Obviously, I don't need all the deodorants and all that stuff. What I did have in this as well is all my food. So I'll go through what I brought, and then on top of that, then I have my batteries. I have my GoPro. I have my tripod. I have all my batteries for my my drone as well. So, and my cables. So yeah, I hope that was some bit beneficial for you. I'll put all the details and links in the description of all the gear that I brought with me. And if you want a review on anything specifically there, let me know and I'll do it for you, no problem. So alright, okay, so I think that video was long enough. Right, I'm going to chuck all this back in. The next review I'm definitely doing is my tent. I'm blown away by how good it was. So yeah, it's the one I'm going to be keeping for a while. Alright, whatever you're at, have a great day, and sure, look, we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye bye.